mama mboga amejenga ploti, you know, they have plots and houses and everything. Mtazi kuambia that there's only one way to make money. You can make money out of anything. And also when you're passionate about something, the money just finds you. Wewe fanya tu kitu unapenda, pesa itakupata. But if you're doing something that you don't like, but it's because you want the money out of it, you won't stay there long enough for the money to come.
Wow, guys, I promised you a guest. Yeah? Guest mashuhuri, professor. Nieleza ni professor wa nini? Welcome.
Asante sana. Asante sana.
Yes.
I'm happy to be here.
Mbona professor?
Professor because I teach at a college, at a school, where I teach anatomy and physiology. So from there, that is where I got the name professor. Yes.
Before we get to the professor and how the name came about, what you started, mafanzi waliambia ni polisi. Mbona nilikuzoea na trade? All of a sudden, the first
I think change is inevitable. Yeah? Change is the only constant in nature. Lazima ubadilike with time. And I think dreadlocks already played their role, their purpose in my life, and it was just time for change because I was also using them for music. Nilikuwa nasikia sana kama they were relating with my brand when I was doing music. But now that I'm more into education and everything else, I feel like it will be easier for even my students to relate with me like this. Not that I would say for sure, but I'm kind of sure that there are some parents wamekuja na students na wakarudi nao wameangalia dreadlock wasema niache mtoto wangu na huyu jamaa huyu jamaa. Yeah, you know, like most people in our generation are open-minded and they know that your hair has nothing to do with what you have in your head or your personality or everything. But the older generation, they're still struggling with the traumas that they went through with what was ready. And you cannot do away with that like in one day. No. So for it just to be easy, for people to relate to me and everything that I do, I just felt like it was easier. Yeah, and also this is also to mark transition in my life. As you grow, you go through different phases. Yeah, kuna pale wewe ni mtoto, kuna pale wewe ni mwanafunzi, unakuwa mtu mzima, unakuwa mzazi, unakuwa mzee, unakuwa babu. All these are transitions that unakuwa una change. Wengine wanasema you just notice them when people call you in public. Kidogo kidogo wanaanza kukuita habari kijana na habari mzee, kumbe miaka zimesonga, you know. Yeah, so for purpose of transition as well, it's just time. Yeah, right now I think I'm enjoying my short hair and I'm not missing the dreadlocks at all. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So,
yes.
Tell us your names. We need to know a little about you from your childhood.
Yes.
As we continue.
Okay. So my name is Leslie Daniel Oyola. Yes, I was born in Kisumu County, just next to Maseno University, where we got most of our inspiration from. Educationally. Yes, so that is where I grew up and I studied my primary school there. I studied my high school in Kisumu town, in a school called St. Albert's, and then I changed and I finished in St. John's. Those are Catholic schools in Kisumu town. And then now for education, I came to Nairobi. Yes, where first I did videography and photography. Then for my passion with fitness, I was really passionate with fitness from childhood. I remember most of the times nikitengeneza weights na sand soil na cement ya dad anakuja na zipata nimeziseti nyuma ya nyumba. For whatever reason I don't know. I don't know why I was doing what I was doing. I was just doing it. Mimi nilikuwa natengeneza tu, I was just lifting weights, punching banana trees, everything. I don't know what it was. But I just love fitness from the word go. Yeah, tulivutana sana na mzae juu hiyo. So later on nika transition fitness and then I did sports science. Alafu from there now nikaingia kwa professional field ya fitness, being a trainer, working in several gyms, doing personal training with several individuals. And then that is now when I landed to Zoezi School, where I started teaching anatomy and physiology as well as weight training. And I've been doing that for the last 6.5 years. By the end of this year, it will be 7 years now, since I started teaching at Zoya's school. Yes.
So there's something you not got. When it comes to your background,
Yes.
many people when you get into interview, they like saying our background was humble. How was yours? So that's what we always say. It is cliche.
Yeah, okay. Just the other day, we were having a conversation with someone about it, and they were saying the things we've gone through. Some of them, even when we tell people now, they think it's a joke. Someone doesn't take it seriously. Yeah. So me, I was born also from a humble background. How humble is humble? Humble is relative, yeah. So, yeah, my dad was he was working for these Indians in Kisumu, so that is what he was doing, and my mom was a teacher. Yeah, so my mom was teaching at my local primary school all my life. Yeah, so tulikuwa tulikuwa pale chini basically. Of course, we were not sleeping hungry, but I cannot say that we had something. My parents were doing the best they could to sustain us. At least we had food on the table, we had clothing, we had uniform, and school fees was paid. Yeah. Well, I remember my dad used to tell us, "Usi apply for what is it normally called? This one that you apply for fee."
For bursary.
Bursary. My dad was like, don't apply for bursary. Let others apply for it. Me, I will toil and make sure that I pay for your school fees. Adi when you palutachokea utasema. And he did that. And it's not like that he was earning a lot of money. There's a time we even actually got to see his paycheck to kashtuka. Like, we have been surviving on this. How? Like dad kujipanga tu hapa na pale, kupush vitu hapa na pale. And my mom as an ECD teacher, she was not even earning much. Unajua? So that is how humble it was. Kuna vitu zingine tumekuja kuona baadaye, kupata baadaye after we left home and came to the city and everything. Yeah, but growing up, it was pretty humble. And every time people ask me about it, I always say, there's nothing I would change about my background and I would change about it. It's good the way it was. How we were raised. If I had another chance, I would still pick the two parents. If I had another chance, I would still go to the same primary school, I would still go to the same high school. Because at every juncture you learn something. So even some things that you think they are negative, if you look at them, if you find the silver lining, you realize that they are very positive. There's something you learn in every place that you are. And that is how we turned out to be who we are. I remember when I went to high school, I was just living with my dad, the two of us. Because now nilitoka Shanks, nikakuja Kisumu town, where I was working for the Indians. So nilikuwa naishi na yeye. So that means it was me who was cooking, it was me who was cleaning, kila kitu ni mimi, and you have to go to school, and I was a head prefect. Mimi ndo nafungua shule, mimi ndo nafunga shule, na mimi ndo nakuja nyumbani kufanya everything, and I need to wash my uniform, I need to iron them, I need to study, I need to cook for that, I need to clean the house. It was a lot, and from that was a full course. Up to this point, hakuna kitu inaweza nishtua. Hakuna kitu inaweza nishtua. I mean, some of my friends, like, mtu hawezi piga pasi, mtu hawezi pika, mtu hawezi osha nyumba, like I find those things so easy. Even if I pay someone to do them, I just pay because I'm busy. But it's something that siwezi shindwa kufanya. And si vitu zenye pia ati I shy away from, like cooking ama nini. Nilale njaa mimi. Ndaamka kupika hata saa sita, hata nikifika saa sita kwa nyumba nitapika. Yes, nitapika nitakula. So that is how humble the background was, and yeah, it was good.
And do you feel like the way your dad raised you, like you grew up seeing how he's struggling to get food for you, and he manages, and he still gets to the point of making, as in like working, so that you can all study, let's say if you had siblings, for them to study. Do you feel like it has influenced your life right now? Like, have you learned something from his life?
Exactly, a lot. I've really copied a lot from my dad. Most people know me and my dad say that we're almost the same, because also from my siblings, I'm the one who got to really live with him, so we also created a bond. And I actually go to see how he struggles, because kama mko Shago na your dad is in town, he just sends money, mnajua tu daddy anakuanga na pesa. You see me as a bank. Kama hakuna school fee, pigia baba yako, dad nimefukuza school fee anatuma. So you think that the money just comes easy, but But as you get to live with him and see how he wakes up early in the morning, me I've never seen my dad sleeping. Sijaiona dada amelala ati sijui saa mbili baada not even weekends, anaamka na goes and toils na akirudi is in the house, and I pick that from him. I'm also like that. If I'm not working, I'm in the house. If I'm not working, I'm in the house. You won't find me anywhere else, because also I realize that is going to limit your expenditures, limit your problems. Shida zinaweza kupata kwa nyumba ni few. You see, but ukiwa huko nje sijui nini lifanyika, sijui wapi, there is always a lot of chaos outside, But ukikaa kwa nyumba, you tend to bring your focus together, you collect yourself, and you have meetings with yourself, and tell yourself this is where we are. Hii ndio reality. Kwa nyumba yetu mabati ndio palituko. But kama huko mwenyewe unakuja kwa nyumba mabati kulala tu, but if you keep on being there, you'll start to realize what is real. Like, hey, ni stove tu niko nayo, what can I do nipate gas? You see, yeah, so that realization comes together. So I think from him I've really learned a lot, and it inspires me a lot. Every time we normally make calls in the home, we have a sit down, we talk, and still today still inspires me with the way he lives his life, his work ethic, and just basically how he does a lot of things.
And what about while in childhood? Let's say, I don't know, primary maybe and secondary. That's where boys get to grow and show their crazy side.
Yes.
Were you into suspension, stuff like that?
Funny enough, I never go to one.
Wow.
Let me go back nichukue yangu moja favi. It's a birthright for boy child. Inafaa usumbue kidogo, uteze kidogo. For some reason, I never got one. Because of course, I was also representative, the student representative, like all my life. Since primary school, everywhere, until college, I was always a class representative. So, hiyo pia ilikuwa ni keep in check. I was also raised a Jehovah's Witness. Keep in check, always unajiangalia tu, because my dad always said, ukifanya kitu mbaya ina reflect kwa the old religion. You see, it was so easy. Imagine you're in school and you're like, only you is Jehovah's Witness, or only two of you, and people know. So if you do something, ule mtoto wa Jehovah's Witness kumbe, so that will also get you to do that, And then also, just like the Bible says, just raise the child by the word of God. Even as it grows up, you will never leave it. It's true. Like the way I raised, there are a couple of things that I can't just do. A couple of things that I just can't say. Like siwezi jibizana na mwalimu ama nimrushie mkono ama nimshike shati. It's just impossible. It's just impossible for me to do that, because just the way I've been raised. I know that if something is not right, I will speak it out to the right person. Then I go mwalimu nimwambie, by the way, this and this does not sit well with us as students. Kama hata sikiza, I'll go to the class teacher, ama niende kwa deputy, ama niende kwa principal, and if not, then I'll go to the parent and tell the parent this and this is continuing in school and I don't like it. So I think nilifunza sana follow your protocol. Meja pale church ni kama uko army. Meja army pia inakuwa na protocol. Army inakuwa na protocol. So nilifunza protocol sana, which I think pia ilinisaidia sana kushape that. Yeah, so for those reasons, and maybe many other reasons that I can't think of, I just never got myself in such situations.
Wow. Yeah, guys, we shall share story. I think that's very many boys would have scared because of drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And as you didn't feel like peer pressure when you want doing things that other boys are doing.
Yeah, I genuinely affect because I've always been conscious of what I want and where I'm going. So I've always known that where the majority are is not necessarily the right place. So vitu zenye watu wanafanya juu ya bebe hazikuwa inishika. Like I've never thought of it or seen it cool kutumia weed, drugs, drinking, partying. I've never seen it cool. Like sijaiona tu kama kitu ya kufurahisha. Even if you post the bottles on the table, I've just never seen it's a nice thing, And I've always felt like stories za pombe zinakwanga ndio utamu ya kukunywa pombe. Like if you realize it, like you didn't enjoy it until you came here to tell us about it. You know. Sasa juu sasa tuko hapa tunakusikiza and telling us venye mlitesa jana, that is what is giving you, you know. So you feeling like mimi ndio nilisumbua. Lakini mbona usikuje tu peke yako na nyamaze? Yeah, it seems like it won't give you that satisfaction if you just did it na utulie nayo. So yeah, so sijawahi feel pressured to drink or to smoke or to party or anything. Yes.
After hearing you, I feel like you are more unafuata principles zako na ndio zinakufikisha where you are. So in connection to that, how is your circle of friends? Do you have like a million friends? How is your circle?
I have a million people I know, but friends, for just to get an idea of how small my circle is, the only friends who have ever been to my place, my brother, my cousin, and my brother-in-law. Those are three people only who know where I stay. You know, those are the only three people who know where I stay. I've always kept like that circle very tight, you know, because finding people also with same goals and principles like mine is so difficult. Ona nikianza kuwa friend wako leo kesho, bro, si twende tutese sijui wapi, si twende sijui wapi, you know, and of course I won't show up and then you'll feel bad because yeah, maybe I don't want to come. What you utanilenga even if I don't remove myself, only you utanilenga too because I'm not fun, you know, so that ni help too. So mostly it just happens like that. But the people I normally keep close is just very few people. Wenye nimejua, they won't bring in any influence that I'm not ready for. I don't want to say it's negative because I don't enjoy it, but any influence that I am not ready to engage in and that I don't want, yeah. So you may keep very tight, yeah.
What was your passion as you were studying? What you really want to do in the future?
I've always followed my passion. Mimi wale watu si kuandaka ati kufanya kitu juu nasikia iko na pesa ama nini ama parents, but I think they are also kudos to my parents because they have never pressured us to be anything. You know, they have never pressured us to be anything. Ati lazima ukue daktari whatever, no. Me always follow my passion. That's the reason why the first course I did was video production. You know, because I loved cameras and I loved production. I still do. It's just that after I did the whole course and I started working, I realized I like being in front of cameras than behind it. So, nilirealize when you operate kitu napenda hii kitu ikinimulika. Yeah, so I realized because editing, I dread editing. Oh my God. The whole night unasongesha kitu aingi, unajaribu kukata aingi. I'm like no. This thing is not for me, but I still love production. Majorly editing look to work like tuko sawa. Editing hapana, but every other thing, the production aspect of it, the directing, the scripting, I really like. And yeah, so me, I've always followed my passion. And I've always told everyone, follow your passion. You can make money out of anything, by the way. Kuna watu na collect takataka hapa Nairobi and they are millionaires. You know, so mtazi kuambia ati this is the only way there's money, this is the only way. No, you can make money. Mama mboga amejenga ploti. You know, they have plots and houses and everything. Mtazi kuambia ati there's only one way to make money. You can make money out of anything. And most when you're passionate about something, the money just finds you. Wewe fanya tu kitu unapenda, pesa itakupata. But if you're doing something that you don't like, but it's because you want the money out of it, you won't stay there long enough for the money to come. Utachoka. Unafanya inajawa natoa big pesa kwa hii kitu. Unapiga unasema hapana. No, this is just not for me because you don't love it. But when you love something, the money just comes because you will do it and do it and do it. Hey, jawachi kitu, you're still on it. You see, months later, still on it, years later, still on it, until the money will just come. Yeah, so just follow your passion. What you love, that's where you should be. Plus, you'll be a happier person. Most people are depressed because they're doing jobs they don't love. Yeah, go to hapo juu. Chon hizi memes are Monday morning, Monday. Why Monday? What's wrong with Monday? It's just another day of the week, you know. What's wrong is your job. You know, what's wrong is where you're going on Monday. That is where it's wrong. So find the best place you'd like to go on Monday. then stay there. Kama it's a salon, go to that salon and stay there. It's a gym, go to the gym and stay there. Unaona, kama ni production, find a production crew you can work with. Utakuwa ngoja tu unapiga, tunaenda shoot when, because you like it. But every time you see your call, boss ananipigia, kesho ni Monday, your depression, it'll pile up, it spreads within your life, within your partner, your kids, your parents. You're always stressed. It just becomes too much. But unaweza cheesy, yeah.
So out of your passion, what did you end up doing? Or is it what you're doing at the moment?
Yes, because after videography, now I ventured into fitness, and I've always loved fitness as well, just as much as I've always loved videography and everything doing production. So since I started teaching 36 years ago, I've never felt like I've worked a day in my life. I've never worked a day in my life. Sijai kwa job. Mimi nakuwaga tu najibamba. Nakuwaga tu najibamba. Like the process. By the way, my mom being a teacher, I never saw myself as a teacher. I never even dreamt of being a teacher even one time. But since I started teaching, like, I feel niko home. I enjoy every class I have. Walimu wengine wanakuja kunitoa class. Wanakuja kwa mlango wako like, mimi nagaa tu, hata nakwambia 1 minute 10 minutes imeisha, 1 minute 10 minutes imeisha, because I just love what I'm doing. And then helping people, through teaching ni kama clean politics, where you get to actually change lives. Mtu anakuja ajui chochote, unamtrain, anajua, anapata kazi ama anajiajiri, and they start getting money and they change their lives. There are some students who anaona someone doesn't even have a nice pair of shoes. Mtu anatrain, anamaliza, anapata job. Someone comes here with an iPhone 14. Yani sasa si kiatu tu, una iPhone 14. Anaambia mwalimu, naona sasa nataka kutengeneza content, sasa ni post nipate clients nini. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Mwalimu, najua nilisha move. Siku hizi siishi huku, naishi huku. Nowadays I'm helping my parents. Nothing makes me happier. What else would make me happier? Even if you tell me I take these testimonies and I lose 1 million shillings, I'll do it. Because I just go home feeling fulfilled. Nikilala hivi bed before usingizi nipate, niko like, but mimi nimemake it. But mimi hakuna kitu naweza niambia. Change lives. There are people who have actually gotten to change their lives, and time to time they come to the office, unaona, ndio nakupiga tu story yake venye life yake ili change and nini. I think it's just amazing.
Do you feel like teachers are paid well?
That has never happened. Since I met the first teacher, my mom, they have never been paid well. I remember there's a time when I was a baby, my mom was talking about ECD teachers kwanza kulipwa na government. Au kwa nalipwa na government, kwa nalipwa na parents. Watakuwa nalipwa na government, wakawa nalipwa 8,000. Tulingoja, like it was a big deal. It took forever. It took forever to retire before it got to her. And even the other teachers, some teachers are actually depressed. Teaching pesa unalipwa, nyingine it makes sense, alafu unachukua loan. You get to do something with the loan, so unakatwa loan pia, like ina maana hapa bag na peanuts. You can't even finance your family with it and everything. Some teachers unajua tulikuwa tunawaona when you're growing up, like mwalimu anakuanga mbaya, mwalimu sometimes hata ni pale tu life imemweka, and it just comes down to how our teachers when wanalipwa, when gavana walinda, I've always felt like teachers are like kama kila mtu anapita kwa mwalimu. Umejua you can live this whole life na usiwahi interact na contractor ama but how will you live this life na ujapita kwa mwalimu? Like the teachers literally shape you. They show you what life is. They show you what education is. They give you the knowledge from pale chini. Imagine like the ECD teachers wanashika mkono yako na kufunza kuandika. Like for you to get a point where you are drafting contracts and signing checks, ulianza ya wapi? Ulianza kushika mkono yako hivi ukiandika na pencil, So these people, like they shape you. And there's some parents who literally give birth and give the teachers. Yeah, anaulizanga tu. Kuna mzazi anakuja shule hata juji na mtoto wake. Anamuita toto. Nimekuja kutoto wako class gani ajui. Ajui anamuita toto. Like teachers literally raise you, by the way. Teachers literally raise you, and if they want your life at hell you go, otherwise they can do it. But teachers are like nurses. Hao ni watoto kama walipwi vizuri, like wanashikiliaga tu the passion within it, and they're just like gods. Like for some reason they never change their aspect towards you and life, even though maisha imewapiga na walipwi chochote. Yani hata nasa analipwa sijui, but atakuja baya smile na wewe. Wewe ni mgonjwa na mtusi na baada ya kutibu. Imagine walimu wanapigwa kila siku na students. Parents wanakuja na kugombanisha na kutusi, you know, and still bado unaenda tu class na ufunze tu bado. You see, so yeah, even me as a teacher I've met some weird situations, you know, where sometimes a student anaanza kutoka a certain way ama something of that sort. But you never lose sight of like the whole thing why you started. But yeah, because of you, I'll not let all these other people down juu yako. You know, me, I'll try and bring you back, you see, as much as I can. Kama mwisho imekataa tu sawa, basi I will not leave this. You know, yes.
Wow, guys. Unasikia? We are being inspired step by step. We give you the best. Na kama bado you're watching, kindly subscribe to Ada TV. And we should continue giving you exclusive information. So what inspires you to wake up every morning?
Yeah. So of course my job, like the teaching and changing lives as well. And also my passion, what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about fitness itself and also where fitness is headed in Africa. That is, you know, I want to introduce fitness to as many people as possible and tell them just how deep fitness is. You know, you know, fitness. Most people normally think fitness. You compare fitness ama training. You just think you either want to lose weight or you want to gain muscle. You know, but fitness is not that. Fitness actually is not a sport. Fitness is health. You know, hii ndio dawa before dawa. Kama unaweza tumia hii dawa utahitaji dawa. You see, haujatumia hii dawa ndio maana unatumia dawa. You see, but if you dedicate in this, the person who will miss you the most is your doctor, you know, because you'll never get to see them. So I want also to spread that good news as much as possible, and for the future, you know, I'm very passionate about the future and where everything else is also headed, even the whole government thing, the whole politics thing, education itself. Yeah, I'm really passionate to see how it goes. At a certain point, I'm always like, mbona nizaliwa kitambo, nizaliwa karibu ndio nione sana. Ndio nione sana, like nataka kuiona huko mbali, huko kunaenda kuaje, you know, how will technology be then, you know, how will education be then, where will we be as a people, you know. It really inspires me.
You say fitness, you will teach.
Yes, I teach.
Like, is there a course that is based on fitness itself? Like
Yeah.
you go to a school, like you have a school.
Yes. So there's a couple of ways you can go about it if you want to get into fitness as a professional. If you attain the right grade to go to a university, you can go to either Kenyatta University and do sports science, or you can go to Nairobi University and do physical education, PE. You know, once you do PE, you can either do it for education, uende ufunze students PE, ama unaweza amua ugo this other field where you are dealing with sports people, you know, teams, vitu kama hizo, ama you can also be a physical education instructor. Pia ukifanya sports science, you can also go those ways. Unaweza ingia into education itself, ufunze, unaona, kama mimi kwa mwalimu wa fitness, ama unaweza kuwa trainer wa gym, unaweza kuwa personal trainer, unafunza watu individually, unakutana na jao na kwambia me I would like to attain this and this and this, so we'll be meeting these days, you'll be paying me this much. That is, and it pays more than people think actually to be a personal trainer. And unaweza work na teams. You can work with, let's say, the Kenya cyclist team, like I have a colleague of mine who works with them. You can work with the Kenya boxing team, any team out there, you can be able to train them physically so that you help them partake on what they're doing. Yeah, so fitness is broad. Actually, okay, soma kitu kama sports science is very deep. We have, for example, here at the college, we teach around 15 units of fitness, namely anatomy, which I teach, and physiology. This just talks about how the body works and everything. You need to know the muscles, the body systems, the name of the muscles, the bones, na vitu kama hizo. You need to do first aid in case of anything, you know. You need to do communication skills. You need to do biomechanics. This is just how the body moves and how forces act on the body as it moves. You can use this as well to make your training easier, ama to have more benefits from whatever you're partaking. Yeah, we also have injury management. We have legal and ethical issues in fitness. You know, we have business of fitness in unafunzwa pia as a unit. You know, we have nutrition as well, which we say 70% of fitness. Hiyo pia utafunzwa. You know, so like there's a lot. Fitness is really broad. You know, ukimit trainer mwenye ameenda shule na tunajaenda shule, you'll definitely know the difference, and that's the reason why gym owners, gym managers, and clients normally tend to retain our students a lot. Akimpata tu hivi anakwama kabisa, hataki anything else, you know, because anaona hiyo change na anafeel hiyo change because now they know what they are doing, they are professional, you know. Hapa sasa sio trial and error. Someone says I want to attain this or that, you know exactly how to reach that destination.
So currently you have a school on fitness.
Yes.
What do you tell about it?
Yeah, so inaitwa Zoezi School. It has been operational since 2016, where we've been training fitness professionals. So we have the full 6-month diploma course. We have short courses as well in nutrition. We have group classes. If you want to be a yoga instructor, you want to be a Zumba instructor, those ones are also short courses that someone can partake, including sports massage, you know, sports nutrition as well. You can do online. We have students all over in the country, outside the country. We have from West Africa, South Africans. Some of them do online, some of them travel all the way to come here to do this particular course. Yeah, alumni wetu pia wako all over. Some of them are working in the Middle East, some of them are working in South Africa, some of them are working in Asia, you know. Yeah, once you get the information, the knowledge, and also your papers right, si story na sijui ni organize jobs sijui opportunities na kukimbiza tu hata ujui uende wapi, you know. Fitness is a very good career if you love it, because as I said earlier, just follow your passion. Kama ni kitu napenda, usifanye tu because nimesema ati kuna do. You know, before fitness used to be only for lures and lawyers, you know, because of the body. But siku hizi kina Wambui wa kuku wengi, you know. Yeah, I don't know why they came, but as long as they are passionate, the money is also there. You know, as long as they're passionate, the money is also there. So it's a good career. It's a good career that someone can venture into. Yeah.
How do you manage the online classes?
Online classes, we do them through Google Meet, where we have classes in the evening from 8 to 9:30. That's when we have the online classes. We have to see each other. Yeah, so the teacher will instruct you what to do, you do it as well. Yes.
And how sure, like, how can you be 100% sure whatever you're training via online, that person is really benefiting, like, when it's coming to reduce weight and reduce whatever you just see.
So if you are training someone like your client, you do something we call fitness testing. So fitness testing is where you test their fitness levels and also their body mass index. The way you get to know akona fat percentage yake ni ngapi, unaona bone density yake ni ngapi. So once you get these values, you can always check them over a period of time. So unafanyaka, then you train. After 90 days, you do it again. After 90 days, you do it again, so that you can be able to tell if there's any changes that's happening. Yes.
I was asking that because of, you know, there are some people who have self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
Maybe akona body ya furahi.
Yes.
So it's also a way ya kusaidia those people who are far and living still in the same problem.
Yes. True.
As we finish, I think we'll give them your contact so that they can reach out if they feel it's unique.
Yeah.
Because tunaweza tuelewa kwa nyumba yako,
Yes, yes.
Yes, apart from the fitness, what else?
I'm also an entrepreneur, so I have a couple of businesses that I handle here and there because I'm also the managing director of Goldchild Media Institute, which is also another college that deals with media, where we train things like videography, photography, graphic design, DJ classes. You know, here's where we are just trying to help people who are into the digital space to get the right skills so that they can set themselves up for something. And this college, the whole idea behind it is not employment. We want to teach people how to employ themselves. You know, like what you're doing currently. This is self-employment. You know, that is a way to go. There's a lot of money. People like Mr. Beast are making billions Kenya shillings, billions of just the digital space. And what do you need? Just a smartphone. Why are you not doing it? You know, most people are like, mimi nangoja ninunue cameras people. Hapana. Come to Goldchild, we are going to teach you how to use that phone. Hiyo tekno yako, that's a very, 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 very special equipment that you can use na uanze kupata pesa. Usingoje ati acha ni buy smartphones, ni buy iPhones, nini nini. Kuja tuna hiyo come on what? Come on 8. Kuja tuna hiyo come on yako. Kuja na hiyo Oppo yako. Ati watu wanasema ati ni remote ya DSTV. Wewe kuja nayo, you know. Wewe kuja nayo, will teach you how to use it. We'll teach you how to use it, you know, so that you can create something. You just need to find a niche. What do you want to work on? To decide, we take it through it. We bring other people also in the space who are doing the same thing. Unajua? Yeah, people who are already successful in the same industry. Anakuongelesha, anakuambia, by the way, you see, hii na hii work. Hii na hii na work. You know, anakuambia the reason why your YouTube is not picking is because you are mixing different things hapo ndani. Leo unapika, kesho una travel, kesho kuto uko gym, nini. So there's a lot of mix up. Algorithm iko like umza nataka nini. You know, it's trying to push your videos lakini inachanganyikiwa all the time. So we'll also get to teach you about those type of things. How to edit your videos, you know, how to put your thumbnails, vituka hizo kwa graphic design. If you want to go the DJ way, pia nafunza ku DJ. If you want to do music production, we also teach you. And actually this is the most affordable media college currently in Kenya. The most affordable. Because since we are going for self-employment, our majority ni watu wamejiandika kazi ama ni watu hawana kazi. You know, so if we tell you, we want to help you, but you know what? Bring this amount of thousands. Ni kama scam. Hiyo ndio sina, ndio maana nataka. You see, I don't have that money to kazi ile job unaambiwa ati kuna job lakini nafaa ulipe sijui nini. Sasa sina hiyo job. I'm looking for it. I don't have the money. If I have the money, singekuja. You know. Yeah, those are definitely scams. So let it not feel like that way. Because if it's truly that our intention is to help people change their life, transform their lives, and employ themselves, then it should even show in our fee structure, you know, and it's showing. So you can just find us on social media space, all of them, Goldchild Media Institute. Okay, you find us there. Nitawaambia Jao aweke information kwa video so that you can just find us there. Pia reach us out, kuja tuongeleshe. Tuko hapa Development House 11th floor, door 1109. Just come here, talk to us, just tell us mimi ndio nimeanza hii story ama I would like to start this story. Where should I start? How do I go about this? I've been trying to start this, creating that. How do I go about it? I'm passionate about music production. How do I go about it? We'll be able to help you so that you can jumpstart your career and you'll be home dryer.
How's your musical journey?
My musical journey, I think it's just, music is another area that I'm passionate about. You know, I've always loved music because growing up, I was exposed to a lot of music. You know, I was listening to Michael Jackson, you know, Tina Turner. I was listening to Madonna. I was listening to the Maroon Commandos. I was listening to everyone. You know, my dad really loves music. My mom also as well. Everyone in the family likes music. So nikapenda tu muziki. So whenever I do music, I always just do it out of passion. I've never thought of doing music as a business. I've never done music as a business. Any weekend I'm free, I'm not working, I jump the studio, napiga producer huko, sawa, nakuja, mimi naenda beat iko wapi, tunatengeneza beat, I record, and I find time and some coins that I'm not using to shoot video. I shoot video, we upload it. Yeah, so my music also is out there at Leslie Daniel YouTube, So music is also another thing I'm passionate about. Yeah.
Has it ever paid?
Music has never paid me.
So it's just
Never. Yeah, it has never paid me. I always just do music of passion. Actually, music has taken a lot of money from me. If we are looking at it from money-wise, and that was paid it, But if you are looking at making me feel fulfilled and happy, then it has really paid me a lot. Yeah.
On a normal day, if you're not here at work or not doing something very busy, what would you be doing?
Watching movies. Watching movies.
What kind of movies?
I like watching movies a lot. I'm a movie addict. My free time I spend watching movies. I don't like any genre in particular, but I watch everything depending on just how I feel about it. I watch drama, I watch drama like the Power series. I watch action movies. John Wick ikitoka lazima ta watch, Yeah, I watch even some animations, Yeah, I'm always here and there, but bora si horror. The last horror niliwatch ilikuwa ya Lupita Nyong'o, A Quiet Place. I'm still traumatized, trying to get over it still. Yeah, that's the last one I watched actually. Niliwatch tu juu ya Lupita. Juu Lupita, I never watch horror. No, I don't watch horror just as much as I don't listen to reggae music.
Don't listen to reggae.
No, I don't listen to reggae music. And I don't eat githeri. Usiniambie ujakula yangu na karanga. No, it's from a trauma perspective. Nilikula githeri sana shule. I was like, from now henceforth, no. Ni githeri ya weevils. Unakula unasikia harufu ya paraffin kupiga kwa mbali. Unasikia iko well balanced. Iko somewhere that you can feel it but it won't stop you from eating. You see. Na weevils pia umerushwa pale juu hivi. Hizo weevils, hizi hepa zote, unaweza hepa some but not all. Yeah, so iko well balanced. So from that perspective, I don't take githeri. Sitaki kujua kama imekaangwa aje iko na waru sijui na nini ndani. It's trauma. Trauma is trauma and you cannot go around. Sitaki tu usini convince. Yeah, reggae music. From all the music that I was exposed to, I was never exposed to reggae music. Yeah, so I don't have anything against it. Yes, the man ati muziki mbaya. I just don't consume it. Yeah, and love horror now. I don't feel like it's entertaining kushtuka shtuka. all the time, like how is that fun? Yeah, kuna adrenaline junkies wanapenda hiyo lakini hapana mimi no. So on a normal day I'll be watching movies. I like reading books. It has to be not a love novel. Si novel ya mapenzi. Ati he came and then he kissed on the neck and told us, you are my butterfly. No. No. It's entertaining, yes, but reading for that. When I read, I like to read informative books, inspirational books, autobiographies, autobiographies. Those are the type of books that I like reading. Business books. I love, of course, the ones that are not related to my job. I have to read a lot of anatomy books, a lot of biology books. So, in a normal day, I'll be watching, listening to my watching. I'll be reading my books. I'm at the studio. Yeah, majorly. I also love swimming, but weather in Nairobi is not always favorable for that. Yes.
Locally, which musician do you admire?
Okay. I love a couple of Kenyan artists who are doing well, who are very talented. Calligraphies, everyone knows that. Bien is really talented. Willie Paul is really talented. He has been relevant all these years. His music is in a top charts for all these years. That shows talent, you know. There's a couple of artists when you're talented Kenya, what come back in Nikita Kering, are really doing well. They're really pushing the industry. And I would really love for fans to also propel them in that same power. You know, mwenye mziki ni kitu ya mafans, si kitu yako. No matter how good it is, they have to be the ones who decide, you know. So I wish Kenyans would also push their own artists the same wanapushwa nje. You see, even the DJs and everything. Sasa ukitoa ngoma yako and you have a DJ friend, atakwambia for him to play it you have to send him a 3-piece kwa email. Diamond alikutumia 3-piece. Ulienda ukatafuta peke yako tu. Si ndio? Yeah, so just be real, just be real. The way unataka mimi pia nikikuwa na event nikuite ukuje DJ, we pia just play the songs, you know. You know how Nigerians did it when they started music. A Nigerian hata kuwe majuu aende kwa club. Hakuna mtu anajua artist at that time. You have to play Davido. You have to play Davido. If not, I'm not paying. I'm not paying. Atasema tu acheze Davido. That is how the artists wanaweza kupanda. That is how they got the artists where they are. These artists hawakujipropel peke yao. It was the masses, you know. Wanakuja huko wanakuja na culture yao. They want to play it everywhere. Clubs zote wako hiyo ndio ichezwe. And since they are paying, then zitachezwa because the club is always right, you know. So kama Kenyans would also give that same energy kwa artists wao, it would really grow. You see, yeah, let's not go into petty things such as artists wanapenda kujionyesha, wanapenda kusijuku nini, hapana. If you also work hard, you won't feel it that way, you know, because just be happy for someone today, tomorrow it's yours. You kutakuwa na sipi kutakuwa na kesho. Sipi utataka kupost. You know. Yeah, sasa mbona kasirika juu ana post leo na wewe pia utapost hapo kesho. You know, not unless you really don't believe that wewe utakuwa na yako kupost kesho. If you are sure that you will never have it, you know, then uta hate, you know. But if somewhere in your brain you can still find space to dream and know that today is him, tomorrow it's you. Just clap for this person today. Usi mind stories za nini. You know, even the other day tulikuwa tunaandamana nini. I was happy about what we did and we came out na tukaandamana na everything, you know. But still there was people who were talking about things like huyu anapenda show off nini. Yeah, I would like to state it categorically that it is not a valid reason for me to hate on someone. Post your jets. I don't care. I will also have my jet one day. You know, that is how I'm thinking. But if I hate on you, will God give me mine? He will not give me mine. Si ndio? Kwa sababu niko na chuki ndani yangu na nashikilia kiburi ndani yangu na kinyongo kwamba wewe you are doing well. You see, maybe not unless, just as I said, I've persuaded myself that mimi sitawai. Then I can start hating. But if I also want something nice out of life, I should be proud of other people who are also doing well. Nifurahia, I clap for them as I plead with God to also give me mine. And that is how life works. If you're positive, positive things happen to you. If you're negative, negative things happen to you. Usijiuliza tu, mbona mimi natasekanga tu, mbona mimi tu. Sometimes get to your head and check your mindset. Sometimes it's your mindset. When you unaangalia vitu, you understand, the way you look at things. When you look at anyone, look for something positive you can take. You know, if it's something applicable, put it in your life. Apply it, get better. Ikwe nani, akuwe uochi, akuwe mtoto, akuwe mtu mzima, akuwe babu, there is something you can pick, put in your life. Also, it might also work for you. You never know. But if anytime you just find someone who is above you, no, go hate on them, then definitely you will not have a lot of positive things happening to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's inspiring. I mean, a lot of people. That's true. I'm sure back at home here, they have learned something on that.
Sure.
Right now, if you go out to the hotel, what will you order?
Hoteli gani? Mimi tuenda kwa madhe. Kwa madhe ni chapodondo unopposed. Hiyo ni obvious, chapodondo come through na kasupu ya nyama kwa umbali. Chai sasa ndapiga baadaye. Yeah, actually I really love tea. I'm an addict. I really take a lot of tea, you know, yeah. So kama ni kwa madhe, chapodondo that come through. If we go to an high-end hotel, maybe I'll take pork ribs or something like that. Yes.
Pork ribs.
Yeah.
Hiyo sasa inakuwa na
na fries ama na rice. inaitwa accompaniment. Yes.
Okay. Which is your dream country?
My dream country is Kenya. Yeah.
How
My,
will you
my dream country is Kenya. Remember when I told you that I'm really passionate about the future? I'm passionate about the Kenya to come. The Kenya to be. Unaona hiyo Kenya yenye inatengenezwa saa hii, Kenya inapikwa. Hii Kenya yenye tunasema na politician wanatusikiza for the first time in history. You know. Hii Kenya hii yenye tunatengeneza hii. This is the Kenya that is my dream country. I want to see how it pans out. You know, I want to see how it goes. And I'm really, really sure that it's really going to be good. Kama hii time yote tumekuwa tukiibiwa, tukifanya nini everything. And if you go to African countries, Kenya itakuwa top 5. You know. Yeah, like countries zenye ziko mbele ya Kenya hapa Africa is accountable. Morocco, South Africa, you know. Which one else am I forgetting? Like there are very few countries zenye ziko ahead. Egypt zenye ziko ahead of Kenya. You know, and in other aspects, others zingine pia tuko ahead of them. The reason why someone might think that Kenya is really doing bad is because they are not traveling. If you go to other countries, hata in Nigeria tu mnapenda. There is power rationing. 2024 power rationing, Wi-Fi. Si nyumba zote ziko na Wi-Fi in the city. You see, utapata tu hotels, you know, and some few apartments ziko na Wi-Fi, you know. Yeah, roads. Yani huko mnaepa potholes, pale ni shamba. Una drive kwa shamba, you know. And corruption is like Kenya raised for 10, you know. Yeah, these countries, man, ukienda tu hapa Somalia kuna barabara, una drive to anywhere you go. As long as you know you're headed north, you just go north. You understand? Yeah, and security. You see, in Kenya, it's very rare. Ama in very few cases unasikia msee alivamiwa kwa nyumba akaibiwa vitu. In rare cases, there are countries that's the norm. Daily, yani kuibiwa kwa nyumba ni daily. You see, people come and they rape your kids and wife and they take your property and there's nothing you can do about it. And these African countries, if you go to Congo, history is education to the story. You know, yeah, I've had a couple of students from Congo as well. I have a student coming from Malawi. Akikupigia story ya Malawi bado wako kwa zile grass thatched houses. You know, yeah, like there's a lot. Ni juu tu maybe hauna kitu compare. Meja you only told a lot short compared to. You know. So that you any other story ya kucompare, umeja tu tuko vibaya. Ukicompare, man, we are really, really ahead with all the corruption that has been happening. So just imagine for some reason tu hii kitu ina change tu pole pole, si ndio? Alafu all of a sudden we have good leaders, new faces, people who are passionate about their countries, people want to change this whole thing. Just imagine the Kenya that can be. Manze South Africa watakuwa natuonea huko 18 huko, wanatuona tukipiga kona sha tumeenda. You know, and that is what I'm really interested to see. Yeah.
patriotic?
I'm patriotic. I'm very patriotic. Yeah.
Your dream car?
My dream car is a Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Wow.
Yes, Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Awesome. Yeah. Comment down below your dream car. I saw there's something I've noticed when it comes to your lingua ama language.
Yes.
When you're talking English, it is Leslie. When you go to Kiswahili, it is the other. You said you are Oyala.
Yes, Oyola.
Oyola.
Yes.
Have you ever been told about that?
Not really. Not really. Yes,
It's quite different.
It's quite different.
Your English is on point. Swahili.
I think Kiswahili, maybe Kiswahili yangu may change because of working with young people.
Oh.
Students who have been influenced na Kiswahili yao. Yeah, actually, growing up, I had very good Kiswahili.
Okay.
But imeharibika tu hapa ku mix na young people. Yeah, I think because home we are neighboring the Luyas.
Okay.
And then my grandmother was Luya, my dad's side. Right. My grandmother was Luya. So I have some Luya blood in me as well. So inafanya Kiswahili nisumbui sana. No, as other laws. But sasa nimekuwa affected kuongea Kiswahili ya Nairobi, you know. Manzo moja nilikuwa na kushow, you know. Yeah, growing up I never used to talk like that.
Okay.
Yeah, yani nilikuwa nakuambia kwamba nafika pale, alafu napiga mikakati hivi, alafu nakwambia miradi imefika wapi.
Kabisa.
You know, because I grew up now. Even my dad still speaks that Swahili all the time.
It's unique in your family.
Yeah, it is.
So, wow. So being in the limelight, right now you are in the limelight. You're telling me like social media and everything, which at times it's not safe.
Yeah, it is not.
It can be too much.
Yeah.
Kuna wale inaingia kwa your head, unapata mtu hata anacha kufocus all the things alikuwa ameweka mbele tu.
Yeah.
How have you maintained your integrity? Yani unafuata your principles. How have you maintained it?
Mostly, you can't protect yourself from what you don't know. So having the knowledge is the first important part. You have to know what is happening. You have to know what affects people out there.
Yeah.
And then you move away from that. And just as you asked me earlier, peer pressure is one of them.
Yeah.
Everyone wants you everywhere. They want you to do everything. Because you don't have your base principle, you start jumping around with people. You know, in the process, you're confused with a lot of things because there's a lot of things going on. The Kenya, the Nairobi that you know is the one you're exposed to. There's so many other faces.
Yeah.
Kuna Nairobi ya bikers. So they have a whole life in Nairobi that you don't know about. Kuna Nairobi yao watu wa pikipiki wanapita na simu za watu.
Yes.
That's a whole life. That's a whole thing. There's it's a whole network that you don't know about. Kuna nightlife Nairobi that ile tamoa mnalala ndio wanaamka. You see, different whether it's from the DJs or any other person who operates at night. That there's a whole life to it. Kuna zingine nzuri, kuna zingine mbaya. Yeah, there's drug businesses going on. There's a lot of other things. Kuna wahalifu and all this type of things. So the Nairobi that you're exposed to is the one that you know. So you need to make sure that which one floats your boat and which one will get you to where you want to go. Alafu hiyo ndio unapishikana nayo. But if you start jumping around everywhere all over the place because maybe you're getting some attention, you'll move away from your core values and then you'll find yourself in the waters somewhere and you don't even know where the current is headed. Yes.
Wow. Right now, we've talked, you've inspired the world. I'm sure the world is happy. Kama kuna mtu hajashika everything, I believe kuna mtu ametoka na something.
I hope so.
Which is our main aim as Ada TV.
Yes.
So kindly, I'm sure there's some people who would like to be associated with you in terms of maybe the business you offer, the schools, and everything. Kindly tupatie like your platform where they can reach you.
So through social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Fitness Professor. If you've ever wanted to have your own personal trainer who will tell you how to go about everything, weight loss, muscle gain, boosting your testosterone as a man, there's a lot coming up on this space. You better jump in now. Follow, subscribe, just a lot is coming. Zile videos you up already, they are very educative and more to come. So follow there, let's talk there. You can always DM if you have a question, you can always DM, you can always comment down there, and I'll be sure to respond. Hata kama kuna any topic you'd like me to talk about, whether it's fitness, any other issue, I'd be sure to talk about it. Kama kuna any other thing that we can work on, any business, anything, you can also reach me through those platforms. When it comes to Zoezi School, every platform, TikTok, Instagram, also Zoezi School. Yes.
Awesome. Tupatie closing remarks.
My closing remarks.
For your fans out there.
Yeah, I think the most cliche advice are always the most realistic ones. You can be yourself.
Yeah.
Nikitusha sikia several times. The reason why it's cliche is because it actually works. Ikwambia believe in yourself. It's cliche. We just hear so many times. Probably you have not sat down to actualize it. We absorb vizuri when you say believe in yourself. So let me talk about being yourself and believing in yourself. Ukizalewa, you'll first think that other people will always put you first, because of course your parents will help you and everything. But when you get a certain age, you'll realize that actually, it's not your sibling, it's not your friend, it's not your parents. Uko hivi, uko man solo, So hakuna mtu mwingine ataki kukuaminia venye utajiaminia, na hakuna mtu mwingine ataki kukuput first venye unajiput first. So you have to pick yourself up from whatever place you are. Hapo pali huko, by the way, it's not new. If you think that maybe uko chini wewe peke yako ndo unateseka, it's not new. Everyone using up there, they climbed. They climbed. And as you know, a ladder you have to start climbing from down. Ndio. Amuta kimbia nao kama ile nini ya javelin. Inaitwa aje? Ile nini watu ndio unaweka chini alafu unaruka unapita hivi juu ya something. I've forgotten the name of that sport. It's called high jump. There's that other one that you use, unatumia kitu kama fimbo. Unakimbia unaweka chini hivi like a pole. Alafu unajirusha juu, inabenda, alafu inakurusha juu, alafu unapita hivi, That is not how you use a ladder. Kalada ni ukabebe wewe ukaeke chini, you start from here ya chini, si ndio? Ukikanyaga ukipanda. So it's like that. Hao watu ni wako juu, hao pia walipanda tu. Just pick your ladder, put it where you want to climb, whatever career you want to climb, whatever success journey you want to have, just put it there. Kishaamua ni hii, iweke hapo, anza tu kupanda pole pole, and create your story, because your story una create is what will make the journey worth it. Uweze amka tunasema umejua mimi I just woke up nikapata niko na kila kitu. It will not be even a worth it story. Even you utapenda hiyo story yako. It will not be a story worth telling, Yeah, just start down there pole pole, go through all those hurdles in your life. We always say life is what goes on when you're worrying. That is what goes on. Saa hizi maisha inasonga tu. Mimi nafikiria nataka ningoje nipate hii pesa, maisha inasonga tu. Nataka ningoje nioe, maisha inasonga tu. Siku moja nitaanza maisha na mtu tupate watoto, maisha inasonga tu. As you're making those plans, life is always going. It's a clock that is always ticking. So just start from where you are, use what you have, and you'll definitely get somewhere if you don't give up.
Guys, like you've heard, that's been Leslie. Ametupatia advice of our lifetime about his life. Tumeenda step by step. Unaona imekuwa systematic. Hakuna mahali amesema ati alibribe kidogo sijui akatumia who for connections. It was all his hard work. This will also apply to our lives right now. Let's just be persistent. Na pia tukuwe na consistency in what we do, and we'll definitely see you are successful.
Exactly.
So, Leslie, I want to say thank you so much as Director Jawa Pada TV for even giving us an opportunity to host you here and speak to our awesome fans out there.
Thank you too so much for giving me the platform.
We are humbled. Sawa, thank you so much guys for being part of Mwanaume Bomba, and we appreciate you. If you have somebody in your mind unataka tumlete on the set, kindly comment down below. But we'll try our best and find them. And thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been your one and only Director Jao. And like I always tell you, whoever has a brain, sense is expected. See you on the next one.